Beckham entered this world very, very quickly. It's one of my favorite memories of Beckham is going to the hospital and him being born literally before there was even a doctor in the room. He entered this world fast and determined and has kind of led his life that way ever since.
Beckham, it all started out, we were at the hospital, we knew he was coming fast, and it was so fast when the anesthesiologist was still in the room, Beckham started coming, and I knew it was going to be crazy when the doctor hadn't even shown up. There were about 4 or 5 nurses just scrambling around the room saying, you know, don't push, and then next thing we know, there's Beckham laying on the bed. Anesthesiologist is still behind Alyssa, probably more terrified than I was. But like Alyssa said, that's just kind of been, you know, just a foreshadow for how Beckham's life has been thus far.
Beckham was the cutest baby. He had, we always said he was kind of our chubby baby, but looking back on it, he really wasn't that big, but he had these really big chubby cheeks and these huge steely blue-gray eyes. His eyes are just like Nigel's. And from the very beginning, he had those eyes, and he still does, and he is a very, very handsome kid. He was an adorable baby, and he's just turned into a really handsome boy. Some characteristics that best describe Beckham are, I think the first one we all kind of say is that he really is very, very funny. He has a sense of humor that keeps all of us laughing. His jokes are silly, his faces are silly that he makes. He just kind of keeps the whole family laughing.
In Beckham, he is known to be our funny guy. He knows it, and he carries that title very well. He had a puppy. It was a stuffed animal. It was a blanket with a puppy head attached to it, and he carried that thing everywhere. I remember he had a specific way he would hold it. He would wrap the ear in his finger so that when his thumb was in his mouth, the puppy ear was wrapped on his nose. And every time I saw it, it made me gag because I knew how bad that thing smelled. But he carried that thing till he was about 5 years old.
Beckham had a hard time talking from a really early age, but Halen never had a hard time understanding him, and so they were always able to converse, and it was always really cute. In fact, things that I couldn't understand, sometimes Halen always understood. So from a really early age, Beckham and Halen have had a really, really close bond, and Halen's been able to be a good friend to him, and Beckham's been able to be a good friend right back. Beckham is also very loyal. He is loyal to his family, he's loyal to his friends, he's loyal to his siblings. Beckham is very kind, he's smart, he's determined. These are all things that from a very young age I recognized about Beckham, particularly that he was kind. He's very, very kind to his siblings. And that's something that I've watched as I've had other kids and babies, to see that bond that he has had with each of them, particularly Scarlett and George. When Scarlett was about 8 months old till about 18 months old, she would wake up every morning and yell for Beckham. Where's Beckham? Where's Beckham? She never asked for mommy. She would wake up, where's Beckham? Where's Beckham? and he would go in there and help her get out of her crib. And so they did that for about a year, that she would constantly call her Beckham. And to see Beckham with George this last 7 months has been just a beautiful thing to witness. Beckham is a fantastic, fantastic brother. He adores George and wants to hold him and hug him and change his diaper and sit with him and read to him. And you know, at church constantly, can I hold him on my lap? Or at home, can I hold George? At night when we're getting ready for bed and saying prayers, he wants to hold George, and he's very, very sweet with George, and I've really enjoyed seeing that bond. They're a couple of years apart, and I worried that there was too many years between them, but I don't doubt that they will have a close relationship their whole lives.
My favorite thing about Beckham is that he holds my hand. We'll be walking, I'll just be kind of walking with my hands out, and I'll feel this little hand grasp my hand, and he, you know, even yesterday he was holding my hand, and he's not afraid to come and sit on my lap, cuddle with me, and that's what I love about Beckham. He knows how to have fun, but then he also knows how to show love.
I've had an expression that I've used for a long time with Beckham on his birthdays or just with other people, and I still use it today, is that everyone needs a Beckham. He just makes life better. He's funny, and he makes moments that are uncomfortable or awkward just lighter, just having him in the room, and life has definitely just been better with Beckham in it.